Hey friends, so quick little update. I want to talk a little bit more in depth about my medical stuff a little bit, because I know that I did say, I think in my last video, that I would do more of an update on that. So I do want to do that with you guys. But first, I wanted to mention I did update one thing with my bag, and that is my best friend slash sister who does comment on this channel. She got me some new pencils for drawing and stuff, and I just wanted to share those with you guys. So I did put them in my Wiggles case. So now I do also have my Wiggles case back in my bag, and I used it for the pencils from her. But that is really the only change to my bag and stuff. So I just wanted to address that real quick. But let's get on to the topic of what I actually want to talk about right now, which is the doctor's appointment that I had today. As you guys know, or maybe you know, maybe you don't know, I have had ongoing issues with pelvic pain and everything, and everything else. And also, just a disclaimer before we go any further, I will be talking about women's issues, feminine things of that sort. So if that's kind of the stuff that kind of stuff weirds you out, or you're not comfortable with it, you can exit today's video. So anyway, back to the thing. But yeah, I've been having a lot of like pelvic pain, and I've been having a lot of other issues with like irregular menstrual cycles, periods, heavy periods, and very, very painful, and just other things. And if you know anything about me, you know I also have mast cell activation syndrome, and I have a lot of other health conditions. But yeah, I have been experiencing a lot of pain, and it's been, for a while it was on and off, and it would happen at certain points and then go away. But when it does happen, it becomes very, very intense. The last like week or so, it's been very, very intense. I mean, in the last 24 hours, I basically have been in like pretty significant pain for the last 24 hours. And I know you guys can't see it in the videos because I'm very good at masking pain. But I have been in a lot of pain for the last 24 hours. And like almost to the point where it's like pelvic pain, like that pain that like it almost feels kind of like it almost kind of feels like a Charlie horse, but not. But it's in a part of the body that shouldn't be happening, making me really, really nauseous, making me feel really sick, just a lot of pain, and so much that at one point tonight it was radiating to my back. I was nauseous like for a long period of time. I actually had a pretty severe meltdown this morning because I was in so much pain. I mean, we're talking level 8 out of 10 pain. And that says a lot for me because I'm generally in a lot of pain to begin with. I'm generally in pain at some level, because of joint pain, mast cells, all of the stuff, mast. And yes, I've gotten this question. It's not mass, M-A-S-S, it's M-A-S-T, mast cell activation syndrome, MCAS. And so basically, like, I've been in so much pain, and I literally was like, why is this happening? This morning was very concerning. Almost ended up going to the hospital. Called my doctor, and they managed to make an appointment today. So I went and I got my appointment. Obviously, I also went and got my glasses because I was having lunch with my husband. I got the call, hey, your glasses are ready. You want to come pick them up? So I went, picked up my new glasses, and then I went and did the other thing that I needed to do, which was take care of situation. And so I went and did that, and we got an ultrasound done. We had blood work done. I was there for a long time. I was there for basically about 2 hours or so, if not longer, doing everything, talking about with my doctor about all of the things. So I have a lot of issues. I have various different issues, and so now including like very strongly suspected endometriosis. I have scarring from all of the miscarriages that I've had. I have what's called uterine fibrosis. So do what you will with that information. I have a lot of things. I also have a lot of inflammation from the mast cells. So it's a lot, and had some very difficult conversations with my doctor about various different potential things that could happen. And basically, the biggest thing that we settled on was the idea of surgery. Basically having a complete hysterectomy. I don't know how that's going to work or when. That's something we're still trying to figure out. I have to have a CT scan done just to confirm some things. I have to have some things. I'm going to be on antibiotics for about a week because of a developing infection that is very likely what we suspect is kind of the early stages of what I had back when I had the septic miscarriage. I don't know exactly. They didn't necessarily specify that it was a septic infection, but it is an infection that had gotten in, it is noticeable in my blood work and all of that. So fun times. So yeah, we're looking at potential surgery. I don't know when, but definitely looking at potential surgery right now. And that's not something I thought I would ever do. If you're a woman and you've gone through having a hysterectomy, a complete hysterectomy, please let me know what that looks like. Like, what is the recovery time? What should I expect? What is all of that? Because I'm absolutely scared of it, to be honest. I know it's going to be okay, but like, the unknown for me is what's hard. And I'm only 30 years old. I never thought I'd have to do this at this age. So I would appreciate any kind of advice or input or any experiences that you all have about this whole thing. So I'm just dealing with a lot of emotions around it, because on one hand, it's like, I'm relieved because we know what the problem is. We know why I'm in pain. We know what's been going on. We have these concrete steps that we can do, of things that we need to do to make sure that I'm going to be okay. But at the same time, it's just, this is not ever something that you think you'd have to deal with at this age. Like, when I think hysterectomy, I usually think older women. I don't think people in their 30s having to do that sort of thing. And I know it happens. I know that that's something that does happen. But it's not something that you immediately think of. So it's a lot to process. I'm not necessarily like, I wouldn't say I'm angry about it, because I honestly don't like having a period. I have always not wanted to have one. So the idea of not having one anymore sounds amazing to me, but at the same time, I'm nervous about it because it's surgery and there's a recovery time, and that's not an easy thing. So yeah. Thankfully, I have a very, very strong support system around me. Thankfully, I have wonderful people around me, like my mom, my mother-in-law, mentors, teachers of mine that I've had, friends, family, blah, blah, blah. I have so many supportive, wonderful, wonderful people around me. And I'm so grateful. But at the same time, this is scary. It is scary stuff. It is not an easy thing to have to go through. It is a hard decision to have to make, even though I already know the decision. Because as one of my closest people that I've talked to said, at the end of the day, having surgery is going to be worth it if it means I'm no longer going to be in this excruciating amounts of pain that I'm in right now. I mean, I'm in so much pain that there's occasionally what I call a lightning pain kind of feeling, where I get a jolt of pain that literally makes my entire body react, where it's like, it hurts so bad that I just like jolt like that. That didn't actually happen. Now I'm just trying to like show you guys what happens. And it happened a couple of times around my husband, and he kind of got a little scared. And mind you, I'm also the kind of person that has a very high threshold for pain generally. I'm not the kind that shows pain. I can be in excruciating amounts of pain and outwardly present as I'm okay. Outwardly present as if there's nothing going on. Like right now, I'm in pain. I'm not at a level 8 pain currently, thankfully, because I took some meds. But I'm in pain. Yet you guys would probably not even know. Because I'm very good at hiding pain generally. I'm very good at disguising when something's wrong, unless I really, really can't. Like if I'm tired or if there's something that's causing me to not be able to disguise myself in that sense. So it's just, it is what it is. And we will deal with it. And we will be okay. I know it'll be okay. So I just have to take time to process, to allow myself to feel, and to not judge myself for those feelings. Because I think it's very, very hard to just accept things for what they are. And I know that I'm going to be okay. And I know that it's not going to be an easy thing. But I know that we'll get through it. And just got to get through it, right? We just got to, if you're going through it, you'll get through it, right? But if you're dealing with anything medical or anything like that, no, you're not alone. If you're scared and stuff for anything in life, it's normal. It's a normal feeling. And like I said, if any of you have had any experience with hysterectomies whatsoever, whether it's you personally have had a hysterectomy or have gone through it, or you know somebody who's gone through it and you know what it's like, anything like that, I would appreciate any kind of support or any kind of insight as to what that's going to look like, because I am genuinely nervous about it because it is a major surgery. I have not had a very, very major surgery since like I had gallbladder surgery. That wasn't super major. I mean, it was a major surgery, but it was not really. My most recent major surgery was in 2010 when I had surgery on my eyes. And that was a 2-week recovery period. So, actually more than 2 weeks, but 2 weeks definitely. So, yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. As always, remember, if you're going through it, you'll get through it, and remember who you are. And I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys wanting to be a part of this community. And anything you want to comment, go ahead and comment it. But remember, be respectful, be kind, be caring, and take care of yourself. So I love you guys. Bye.